We all bring something different to a partnership, and when we all agree that difference and balance are good things, magic happens. But when someone is different from us, we might not understand them so well. So in this video, I'm going to share with you INFJ times ESTP, the ultimate business partnership. Let's dive in. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shamiso Miranda, and this channel is all things INFJ personal growth and lifestyle design. Stay tuned for some tips, tricks, hacks and tools on overcoming adversity to fulfill your potential and become the best you. And if you'd like to learn how you could use life's adversities to your advantage, do consider subscribing to my channel and hit the bell icon next to it. So first of all, it's absolutely important to note that these two personality types are actually complete polar opposites according to the Myers-Briggs type indicator. The INFJ is introverted, which means that they are a private person, and the ESTP is more sociable and outgoing, which means that they are an extrovert. INFJs rely more on their intuition than concrete facts to reach their conclusions, whilst the ESTPs, they use their sensing function to get information from the immediate environment, and generally INFJs take actions based on their feelings, and this allows them to evaluate the impact of their decisions on others, whilst ESTPs tend to pride themselves on their ability to reach their decisions purely based on logic. And finally, the INFJ likes to bring out closure from situations due to their judging function. And on the other hand, ESTPs like to keep their decisions more open-minded. ESTPs are also more happy-go-lucky about appointments, deadlines, and schedules, whereas INFJs will arrive ahead of time to ensure that they will not be late and meet all deadlines within the allocated time frames. Now let's dive into how INFJs and ESTPs complement each other. So the INFJ's weaknesses, thinking and sensing, are strong functions in the ESTP, SE. So SE, the weakest function in the INFJ, although SE is sometimes defined as the let go and party function, it is actually really focused on taking action, applying pressure in moments when it's really needed, and also putting up a fight when it's necessary. As you can see, together, the INFJ and the ESTP cover the whole spectrum of functions. The INFJ is naturally gifted at looking at trends and timing things out exactly, and the ESTP has the ability to just make it happen. With the weakness of our inferior function, we have to completely and solely rely on our dominant one, right? And with the lack of SE in INFJs, there's often a lack of accurate and efficient action and a lack of power behind any actions taken. With SE comes a certain power, a force of nature in a sense that can push through most obstacles. Since the INFJ lacks this, they have to completely rely on accurate timing and to analyze trends and act at the exact right time. Whilst on the other hand, the opposite is true for ESTPs. Their sense of timing is actually really poor. So they basically have to apply enough force to make it happen anyway, regardless. But this is only when they are each acting individually. So when these two personality types come together, these obstacles are completely overcome because they worked to balance each other out. So right before I dive into the juicy part of how INFJs and ESTPs complement each other, I'd like to know what you think of this business partnership. Go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. I would love to speak with you. So a fun fact, these two personality types don't value the same functions, and this is another thing that is juicy and makes ESTPs a complementary type to the INFJ beyond having different strengths. So the extroverted thinking, TE, is the point of least resistance in INFJs, which is our weakest and most hated function, is both strong and completely hidden, undetectable in ESTPs. And the problem with ESTJ or ENTJ, for example, is that they walk and they talk TE, but in ESTPs, the TE function is a preconscious function. It's something that they use and do without it being visible. So this fits INFJs perfectly, since they can avoid the TE and have it covered at the same time. The same thing also applies to ESTPs and their FI function. Now, if you don't know what your personality type is, I have a free download in the description box. Go ahead and check that out so that you can find out what your personality type is as you continue to embark on your journey to becoming the best you. Now, go and watch this playlist for more on all things INFJ, and I'll see you in my next one as we continue our journey towards a more wholesome, healthier, and more meaningful lifestyle.